forum. We have 10 minutes for that. You guys want to talk about your clubs or anything? Okay, perfect. Let's move on to approval of the agenda. Do I hear any motions? You all can motion now. So let's go. Let's go. Do I hear any second?
We have a motion to approve the agenda from Sky. We have a second from Abigail. Are there any objections?
Okay.
Hearing none,
Motion passes with unanimous consent. Let's look at the approval of the minutes. Oh, I forgot to put the minutes in.
we need someone to move to suspend the rules in order to add the minutes from last week.
I'm not doing that.
Motion to suspend the rules to add in the minutes from last week.
We have a motion to suspend the rules to add the minutes from last week from Aiden. Are there any seconds? A second from Mara, sorry. Are there any objections? Hearing none, we've suspended the rules to add last week's minutes to the agenda. Can you add that?
Yeah.
I can kind of pull it up still. This is why voting membership is so fun. It wasn't even last
There we
week's.
go. Okay.
Well, technically, the last week we did have this meeting.
Any motions? The minutes is on there.
Somehow they're there. Do we have to approve them again?
Yes, we had to approve the minutes that we added after suspending the rules. So I forgot my parliamentary book. See, this is why we shouldn't play Mario Kart to the last minute. No, you.
One game.
That's this is not for that meeting.
Motions, guys, let's do it.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Let's go. Do I hear any seconds? Thank you so much. Do I hear any objections? Cool. We passed the minutes by unanimous consent. Okay. You want to go for your co-chairs report?
Yeah, sure. So, what have I been doing? I've been working a lot with ACW Tacoma and Bothell campuses to like collaborate more on our elections, because Tacoma's election is like at the same week of our election, and then also Bothell's elections in May. So I've been working with them to like organize better and increase our turnout for all of our campuses, so I can update you guys more on that. I've contacted facilities to like put more of our like this infographic about elections on like their TV screen, so you should be seeing those around campus because we already have them on like at the IMA, so hopefully that gets more students aware of the elections. I also contacted my UW, so they can have like another alert saying, oh, elections are happening April 21st or 23rd. So like when you check my UW, you should be able to see that along with the other announcements. Me and we are still planning the ACW fair. She'll be holding the subcommittee on that. So we'll update you more on that, on the planning for the fair. And I should be.
After the can hold banner?
Yes, yeah, that's a good point. So I was able to finally get like a banner to put for Kane Hall, like the 2 weeks leading up to the election. So that should definitely get a lot of students aware of the elections. That was something that I said in my my interview for the position. So hopefully I've been able to finally get that done. So yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on. So I should be able to finally finish the voter's guide later today, so we can get that to the printer on Monday. So
yeah. We recently posted, if you guys have seen like all the candidates' pictures. So this was something we tried for the first time in my memory. So we got like a lot of traction on it. It was really cool. Like our presidential post got like 20K views on just like a post, and we didn't even boost it. So that was really fun. Then today we recorded reels for every single candidate. So we're just going to be posting it out in a couple of weeks. So that was really fun. Do any of you follow me on Instagram? Good. No. I'll post the thing we posted today on our Instagram, and then I've just been emailing candidates about being civil to each other because that's not been happening. And we're planning a Mario Kart game night for every candidate, so hopefully no one murders each other. So that's gonna be fun. And then what else have we been doing? Oh, we got another voter incentive. It's 1 free game of bowling in Hub Games as a voter incentive. So now we have 3, and then we also have a merch in our office. So that's fun. If we'll get it next time for the meetings. We got bottles and T-shirts. We have tote bags that are still being delivered. At fair planning, we talked to Mackenzie from Hub Admin about food trucks. We kind of confirmed our booking for Hub 1. we met with STF, which is the Student Technology Fee, to talk about sponsorships. Hopefully that goes through, and our funding for 12K for the stage goes through. So a lot of things on my end. Hopefully, this election season is fun. It has started. It's going to be gruesome, and hopefully we all enjoy it.
Don't say goose, goodness sake.
Okay, let's go. Okay, advisors they're not here. They love us. That's it. New business. You want to present the ACW?
Yeah, so as you can see in like the Teams channel, we have some options about the stickers that students submitted. So if you want to look over those, we have 3 options. So this is option number 1, that's option number 2, this is option number 3. I don't know why they're not in order, but so be aware that this is.
Going based on the label of the image or what you just said?
Why did I guess I'm wrong. Sorry. I don't it's been a no, you're correct, Aiden. Sorry. God, it's been a day, I guess. So this is 1, this is 2, that is 3. So it is based on the name of the image. So forgive me. So yeah, you're able to refresh your page for like the voting like attendance thing. Don't do attendance unless you're proxying for someone. And then you could rank choice like the options that are presented. So let's take a minute for that. So we can choose which sticker.
That's the same form as the.
Yeah, exactly. You just got to refresh. You can submit a new form, but you should be able to submit something new.
Take a look at the stickers.
Well, it makes us. Makes you like select who you are.
So can you put on
Yeah.
the stickers?
So because we need to know what your vote is.
Okay, but doesn't it? Okay.
Mm.
Sure.
Can you put on the stickers, please?
I did.
No.
Like all you should be able to refresh or not.
No, I'm saying
Yeah, just you can't even refresh your page.
on the screen. Can you?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you so much, Angelina, for making these.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, if it still looks like the last page, just refresh your form, then you should be able to see like the sticker voter option.
Canon. The second one is beautiful.
Which one do you consider to be the second?
Anyways, it's the second one.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. Either way, it
the- the-
is.
the
I
second-
guess depend. Like if you
Yeah.
like right to left reading,
Yeah.
that's 3. That's 2.
Yeah. I was thinking like the first 2, like the Dubs puppy and the paw one. You can like trim those. They'll be really cute.
You know the grammatical error.
The ACW, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
What happened?
And the vote.asu. There's not a W there.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely something we can.
Sounds perfect.
Oh, submit. That's for goodness sake.
Okay. Perfect. Has everyone done that? Let's do it fast.
Did you vote, Ria?
I know what I'm choosing. It's okay.
No, wait, okay, goodness sake. No, it's a ranked choice voting. There were 3. How you gonna?
You only choose one and it doesn't get chosen, then it's gone.
I didn't do an abstain option. Should have done that. Okay, go.
Yep, let's go.
You need to click here. You need to. Where's your? You gotta click you.
Has everyone done?
Then you gotta
except
do all
me?
that. So who has not voted yet? Ria J, have you voted?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
voted.
I
know.
voted too.
Okay. Who has not voted? Okay. Let's see what the results are then. Option 3. Look at that.
What? 3? I'm vetoing that.
What?
Wait, what?
No, it should be the second one, the pause one. You need 2/3 power. I veto that.
You mean you veto that?
I'm vetoing.
Are you guys open to like tweaking them at all?
We can tweak them up.
This was eliminated,
I was
so.
just gonna say that maybe the text in the middle of the option 3 should be that same purple as the ball. And not black, just as
Yes, that's perfect.
Wait, which one's blocked? For the one that won, option 3. The 20.
Oh, this one. This one? Or Oh, I see.
If it's like similar to the purple, I feel like it would be better if it was just the same purple as the ball.
Okay. So we have a sticker. Hi, Timothy. Cool. So I'll send that to the printer. Democracy at work. Okay. So yeah, okay, that's it. So
Read up how.
Usually when groups are really excited about the decision, there was many people clap.
You wanna
Or
clap?
cheer.
You wanna
why
clap?
we don't have veto power. You're not like a consul of Rome. And you voted, so you didn't win. Oh. Okay.
Says you.
So oh, see, look, we're behind, we're already ahead of schedule. So want to talk about the Tablinks sign-up sheet?
Let's do it next week, guys.
We're not meeting next week.
Oh, well, the tabling, we're gonna do it from spring quarter, so I'll send you guys the updated ones, because we're not gonna table. I'm not free this week, so let's try doing it from spring quarter, clear out at least 2-3 hours
Yeah.
of your schedule.
That's when
like,
we're
once a
starting-
week to like table, because we're gonna start tabling a lot. Let me know if you guys have more questions. I'll update the sheet with more dates and places that we would need people tabling in
Yeah.
spring quarter.
Because that's also when like we're gonna be standing around
Yeah.
campus and stuff.
So look, you guys gonna have your tote bag. You guys have gonna have all your things that you need to have. Everything by spring quarter. Trying to get you guys a goodie bag. So
Okay, so yeah, cool. You done?
Yep.
Okay. So our weekly task list. So I updated it. So I said that this specific sheet is like due like the 14th. So like if there's an assignment on here, we haven't really updated it yet. And if you don't see your name on here, then just put it down because I have to add that. But yeah, we just gotta assign people new things to do. So
Did-
yeah, I said I haven't fully
Oh,
updated
okay.
everything. What's your thing, Aiden?
I think it's the same thing.
Yeah, no, that's not even happening anymore. Well, it's over. That's over.
We'll update this.
Yeah, so be aware of that. Like we still need to work on some stuff. So, yeah, just check in like throughout the week, then you'll have something to do. So, any questions about that? And then when you're done, just put done, and then we'll change to like, ooh, it's green now. So we know.
Let's do violation something, the most fun part of your job. Jacob, you want to mention what? I'm tired. My part really made me tired. You want to talk about your experience about the violation something off there?
It makes it sound so fun. I think last year after classes, I would maybe spend 10 to 15 minutes just walking around an area where my class was, looking for things. The most common mistake people made last year was putting posters on light poles, which I know that Kristen really emphasized not to do this year, but it doesn't mean that they will listen. So watch out for that.
Take a picture.
Yes, make sure you take a picture, and if you need, write a little note about where you found it, what time, because otherwise they can claim, no, I took it down at this time, or it was never there, because maybe they go take it down and then you don't have a picture of it, and when you go back to check, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just read the EPP. Make sure that, like, take pictures, like, take proof so that they don't refute it. Because their biggest excuse is just gonna be like, oh, I didn't know, or that's not me. So
Yeah.
it's literally, yeah, that's exactly how it's going to be like.
So yeah,
Yeah.
this is where you'll be able to file those complaints at. It's on our website. So if you go to, I hate it when it does this. Okay, if you go to candidates and ballots measures, then down to violations and complaints, the SAO and Judicial Committee set up this form so you can file your complaints here. So just fill out this with your photo and all those things, and it'll be an official complaint. And then so the Judicial Committee will register that, and we'll talk about it during the complaints hearing. So
Nothing in the hub literally nothing in the hub. Okay, if they put something on the hub, let us know. Second, if someone comes to talk in your class, please, and if it's not all 30 candidates, let us know. Like it either has to be 30 or 0. They cannot offer you anything in the class. The things that they're offering needs to be $1 or less. If they give out a T-shirt, they need to give me a receipt that it's $1, and it cannot be. They cannot have baked. They cannot have homemade goods. It needs to be prepackaged. Okay, there's a lot of things. Read the EPP, come with questions, see a violation, file it. Yes, that's it. Okay, it's your time to be a narc. Okay.
It's your time to shine and ensure the efficacy of our electoral process is what she means.
So when/if we witness a violation, do we just take note of it and report it, or do we try and like let them know like hey, this is a violation?
We usually warn them within like 24 hours, but still send in that complaint, so we still
Yeah.
have it on our registry.
But like if it's something that like if they were to get up in front of a class and like start speaking about the election or something, would you like go up and say you're not allowed to do
The
that?
thing is, they can talk about the election, not the talking about like, oh, vote for me.
No, they can't.
They can't. What?
No, because that's what the lecture is. Like that's the faculty has the right to do whatever they want in their
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
That was the decision that was made last
Okay.
year.
Well, they can do whatever. But yeah, just tell them. But it's just sort of just with a complaint because most of the times they're gonna get 24 hours, but sometimes they don't. It still needs to be on records. Yeah. You see it, you report it, then talk to them.
So you can say stuff in classroom.
Wait, can
You can, yes.
no, but they can still file a complaint. People can file a complaint against it. It may not be like it may not they may not like the judicial committee may not consider it, but it could be a complaint because there's nothing in the EPP that says it.
But we wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would. You don't need on our end. You don't need to do
Yeah.
that because the faculty can do whatever they want. So, and we don't restrict what they can like do during their like lectures. And
Can
speaking
they
of that,
bribe?
of course not. What do you mean? Can they bribe?
Like, that's what happened. Okay, never mind.
If they okay, they're not saying okay for sure. So in the instance if like a professor says, hey, vote for them, and
know,
I'll give you
Extra credit.
give you extra credit, of course, then say yes, they're influencing the election. But if they're just allowing candidates to like promote the election or their own candidacy, then we have that's like what they all do. That's what I
Yeah.
did. That's what all the candidates do.
Like,
So-
okay, then don't like if they say like, if they can say like, oh, if you vote in the election, like not to this specific person, and then I'll give you extra credit. That I don't think that's a violation if they're just being like just vote in the election.
Yeah.
But if they're like, oh, if you vote for this specific person, then it's a violation. We can't hold the professor, but we can hold the candidate.
And this is where like also we should mention that we would hope that you guys would like mention to your professors because like we'll have like a presentation infographic thing with like, oh, the elections are April 23rd to April 21st to the 23rd, like a QR code to our website. And like if you share that with your professors, hopefully they can get that like at the beginning of their lecture and like say something about it. Because like we want as many students aware of the elections. So if they allow you to speak, then just hey, like elections are happening, just do like a short blurb or whatever, or at least just send them that like image, and we can share that with you guys so you can ask your professors. So yeah, is that it?
Yeah. Any other questions, guys? They're still gonna be on the download for this quarter because it's finals.
Yeah.
They're like in spring quarter, they're gonna be out there. They're gonna commit violations.
Hopefully not, but yeah.
I'm hoping, but it's not like yeah. So just be out there, take pictures, please take pictures. Yeah, if someone looks into someone's phone and tells them who to vote for, that's a violation. They can be like, hey, you can vote. They cannot operate
Well-
someone's phone.
So how would we like get evidence of that?
Just
Do we
look
know your video then?
yeah, just
Yeah.
video.
They yeah, so I'll handle this one.
Allowed to-
They're in public, they're
Please.
running for public office, and like yes, someone from last year had something to say about that. But Jacob from the public.
I would say you can't put it and trap them, like try
Oh.
to get them to do it.
Yeah, this isn't don't be
do that. That is illegal.
don't be like a mousetrap and like
what you
voting
can
on someone
do
else's phone is
if
like
you
the
notice
cheese.
they're doing it to someone else, you can take a video. And that's the benefit of having so many of you. Last year there were like 5 of us, so they knew what everybody looked like. And if we came up with our camera or even close, they'd be like, "Oh my God, there's Jacob." I should probably stop doing this.
So the other question, I don't know all the like the laws, like in a private area, in a private space, you're not allowed to just record people. I
Yeah.
believe. So like if you're inside a classroom, but like class hasn't started yet, is that considered a public space?
Oof.
Yeah, I feel like if you're campaigning, then you have to be like accepting of the fact that you're committing a violation. There would need to be evidence
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
report.
That's
I mean-
actually, now that I think about it, that's an exception to the Washington state law for two-party consent in recording and taking pictures. Is if we suspect that someone's taking a crime, we can get a picture
But
of it.
it's technically not a crime.
It's a violation of
It's-
the It's a
okay,
violation.
This,
It's not
yeah,
This is a
crime.
public agency.
Yes,
We're setting
you-
administrative code.
they are running for public office to represent 43,000 people, and
They're in charge of a lot. of
they
money.
have been saying part of their filing for candidacy says, "Oh, I'm going to follow the EPP, the Constitution, the bylaws, and state laws because we're here to represent a public
And they
institution."
can put posters on bus stops. If you see a poster on a bus stop, please take photo. Please take notes. Okay. What else? Yeah. If they do something off campus, we can't do anything about it. Like there's an Instagram story with someone doing something at their apartment that's off campus. We cannot do anything. So yeah, it's like yeah. What else? What else happened last year? Yeah, everyone got their ethics seminar attendance in, so everyone's good to go in that sector. What else happened last year?
I just have a question. We can't like, if we're on the committee, we can't like endorse anybody.
No.
We can't-
Yeah, no.
No, if you want to do that, resign by 31st March. Ideally, do it like that, please. But yes,
But like, this is an example, right?
Instagram story.
Like I can't share anything from candidates. Like I'm not saying I'm voting for this person, you should vote for them. But like if there was someone and I would have to share all the whatever company tickets. So,
I would say just don't share like anything from like a candidate's like campaign or whatever.
You can post EAC stuff.
Yeah, I should remind I feel like I said this, but like yeah, we're gonna have like I hope all of you are following the EAC like Instagram and like reposting our stuff on your stories so we can get like wider engagement in that regard.
Yeah.
Because we need as many students as possible.
Because like every single
no.
ticket requested to follow me, I never follow them. I never let them follow me, or I follow them back because I'm just like, yeah, it could be a violation. Like they could bring out a violation for you because you're like certified by board now. So I'll just be a little bit more careful with that sector. Any other questions?
Are you allowed to like talk to people like friends about your opinions?
Oh yeah, you can do that. It's not in the hub.
Yeah, it's not like an official endorsement
Yeah.
or you're officially like promoting one of the
I do
candidates.
that. Oh,
Yeah, I do that. I do that. Oh, I have so many opinions. But yeah, and none of you will know them. So
only I do.
okay, fine. Okay. What else?
Yeah,
I feel like I wanted to.
yeah. It's just a lot of rules. Just make sure they don't follow state law. They don't commit a crime. Like then, yeah. Don't bribe. Don't put things where that's not supposed to be. Don't commit voter fraud. Do not like force someone to vote. Like if someone, because you guys are so many of you, none of them come to the ESC meeting except Caroline. You have an advantage there, Caroline. But like, yeah, so just make sure that if they're coming to tell you like, hey, you should like vote for me, and then just pick your phone out right now and vote for me, I'll give you a piece of candy. That's a violation. They cannot ask you to do that. Okay, they cannot force you to do something. Record it. Okay, any other questions? Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, it's just going to be a long road of annoying stuff. They're going to commit crimes. It's going to be fun. Okay.
Well, yeah, sure. They will. Okay.
Fine. Okay. Let's move on to fair planning and form planning. Again, let's go into subcommittees. Fair planning this side, form that side.
Let's
Jacob,
move.
that side. You send it form for them.
Oh yeah, join the forum subcommittee. Okay.
Fair this side. Like ASU fair. It's for those people who are new, it's
Oh,
like
yeah, I guess we and
Uh,
Jay are just hear us talk.
So it's
And just
basically
interject if you have like
we
something to
have the
say.
carnival kind of theme on April 18th in Hublon. We're gonna have the presidential speech. We're gonna have volunteers table. We're gonna have a lot of games, photo booth, dubs. So just sort of carnival.
We have
theme.
so
if you're
many
into that,
tabs. What
go
is
here.
this?
If you're into boring stuff, go there.
For goodness sake, Ria. Like I have a line. I have a line.
Forum.
Wait, who's fair? Okay.
Is that my Canva? What is this? Oh, I got like double stuff. Close tabs. Okay, I'm gonna. So we have that's not important. We have a series of forums coming up. We have. Let me just go down.
So what's that?
How much money for your intern space?
We are trying to get STM. He's fun. Like sponsor us.
Why do we pay you for any of this?
Give us
I don't. What is this question?
Operation.
So I'm.
No, it's out of spirit and love for the ASU dub. So this is that's your payment.
So right, so we're already spending like
Food
$1,500
trucks,
for.
let's not touch food trucks.
You
now.
bought it already. You did that without our own consultation. Like you guys bought snacks already, right? What is GPSS gonna bring to the table? What is GPSS bringing to the table?
We should ask exactly.
I have-
We're here to
so I have-
officiate this.
GPSS, have you earned your board vote yet?
Like I have
Don't
all this-
don't ask them that question. They'll be up in arms. Hello. Good. How are you? So this is ASU dub fair planning. This is forum planning. So like the side of the room if you want to participate in this discussion. This is fair. This is forum. So forums, I should say. So we again, I was about to say we have the Living Communities Forum, the Senate, the Joint Senates Forum, the DEI&B Forum, and the Student Policy Forum, even though that should be like the second.
So forums are just where candidates get to basically campaign in front of audience.
Yes, in a sense. So they're officially. Why are these all out of order? I should have fixed this before. So these are officially ASU dub sponsored events, as we discussed at the ethics seminar. Like the AC will be essentially co-hosting in a sense, like forums with like other groups. Like RCSA is a good example. So we have the Living Communities forums with RCSA, IFC, MGC, Panhellenic, and MPHCs, which are the four main Greek life councils on campus. So that's one of the main forums we hold. That we hold officially with another group, the Daily, and perhaps some other student groups can technically hold forums, but those aren't officially with us, so candidates aren't required to go to them. So, but these ones that I have on the sheet are official with the EAC, and like candidates are required to attend. These should be in order now. Yes, Senate, Living Communities. Where's the DIMV go? Oh, I deleted it. Yes. Okay. So I'm planning a lot with Autumn and the other Greek life councils on the Living Communities Forum, so they kind of got that down, along with the DEI&B forum. It was originally with OMAD, or like only with OMAD and its student advisory board, but now we've expanded it to the D Center, the Q Center, and the Economics Undergraduate Board. The Student Policy Forum is a new one, so we have it with the Student Bar Association, the Evans School Student Organization, and the LSJ Engagement Council. Then the Joint Senates Forum is with the Student Senate and the Graduate Professional Student Senate, which is like, it's in the name. So now, honestly, I don't know what I need help on. So if you guys, that seems weird to say. Help me find out what I need help on. We also have the presidential debate, like because Ria's handling the logistics of the fair itself, like the food trucks, the bouncy house, and like the tabling and all the stuff like that. But helping out with the presidential debate, I think I'll definitely need assistance on. So we need a way to have students ask questions, because I don't think we're developing them. Me and Ria will be moderating the debate, and we'll have a question, at least one for the president, or for the vice president, then like a series for the president, but I want to structure it to where it's like an actual kind of debate and discussion, not necessarily like, the audience asks them a question and then they answer it. I want like, let's say like 10 minutes for like an open discussion. Each candidate has like maybe 2 minutes, like in that 10-minute portion to say what they to say something about the question that is being asked. And so it's more of like a talk again. It's more of a discussion. Exactly, more like a seminar kind of sense. So like they bounce off of each other, like what their ideas and what the policy goals are, and that's the kind of debate that we should be trying to envision. So I would need help, I guess, with having, I think, Microsoft Form. So if someone could create a Microsoft form, sorry, that like has that students can ask questions on for either the president or the vice president. Find like, because we also need to time them, so we need like a website that has like multiple timers so that we can track who's speaking, because they only have a limited, each candidate has a limited amount of time to speak, so we need to track that. I'm sure that's an easy website to find. And then because we have the stage, we're working on with STF on that, the student technology fee, to get the stage funded.
Which stage?
For the debate, for the performances that are happening during the fair.
Oh, so it's gonna be like an outdoor.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so the fair and the debate are happening out on Hub Lawn on April 18th. Jacob, member of the public.
I think it'd be really fun too. I thought about this last year. The Jeopardy buzzers.
Yeah.
When you click it, if they could somehow signal to you that they want to talk,
So.
and
I'm just gonna get this
you would have a setup that would track how much time, like you said, that they accumulated throughout the event. And then I guess by limiting them to 2 to 3 minutes throughout the whole event, then they're responsible for how long you want to spend on this one question, because they'll know
They're
you
having
might be giving like 5 different
Before.
questions.
Yeah.
So if
2
they
days.
want to be able to talk on each one, they should kind of pace and spread out
Yeah.
their answers.
Yeah, that'd be smart. Because I got this idea from a video I watched. I think it was like from Vox or whatever, about like how debates used to be, and
Yeah.
so there should be a way. We might use the same like the way the audience members ask questions to the candidates. Maybe we can use Slido again. That's what like the that's what the Living Communities Forum uses. So you can write that down.
Do you want to have an option also where people can like stand up in the audience and like ask a question live?
Ooh,
Or
that might take time.
okay.
And like if we would have, like me and Ria were just there to like answer the questions and stuff. Or, like not answer, ask the questions. And I think if like there was a way that, because if we use Slido, like the system, then like anyone in the audience could like type a question, and then all the questions will be displayed. Then all the people can like vote on like which question they like the most, and like whichever one is at the top, then we'll just ask it to the candidates. So.
I think there could be value also in having like a specific audience member ask a question, that because if a candidate like answers it not in the way that the person who asked the question was like thinking about, they can clarify and ask further questions.
teams work, what related.
Um,
You guys, you know,
we don't have to do
discuss that.
we have
Or gender
like an
related.
hour maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then like the vice presidents will have like one question, so then maybe that's like 15 minutes in
How many
total.
people are?
We have. Let's look at all the people running for office.
They're all going to be at one debate.
Well, not all. It's only the presidents,
Oh, okay.
and then we'll have the vice president. So that's 4 people, and 5. That's 5 people and 4 people. So
Are they separate hour segments, or is it 1 hour for president and vice president?
it's, I would say, 1 hour for the presidential debate, and then like 10-15 minutes for like the vice president's like single like question or whatever. So because they don't really have a thing, so
You know what?
they don't really have like an event of their own or forum for themselves. So. But yeah, since like they're the second person in like the entire organization, they should like have at least something for them. Just like the actual only vice presidential debates that we usually have in this country. But yeah. So any other questions about that?
Did you email it to me?
I sent you.
Okay, so who wants to make a Microsoft form about
How do you want it? Do we
No, is
tweet
it gonna be
our
some Microsoft
stuff?
form? No, I think we're going with the Slido again. Who knows what Slido is and wants to make that?
questions announcement, and I hope that was a good experience, like collaborating. I think that's
like.
Yeah.
But is it something that you really have to repeat, or is it just?
It's basically like an.
Oh, I don't know. I've never made one. That's why I'm asking. I need help.
Public space.
Um, I'm not. Why am I still? Hit add a reject all the cookies. I know I'm not creating an account. I'll figure this out later then. Okay. Someone find like a website that has like multiple timer options, like that can be displayed at once.
Just going to.
Okay. Well, in a minute. So yeah, I guess
Oh, fun.
I should remember all of you. Okay, that can work. Okay. Link that. I'll share that somewhere. No, Abigail. Oh, you guys found the same thing. Okay. Yeah. So that's okay. I guess I can assign everyone something on the weekly task tracker. So always be looking at that.
I know where it is.
Oh, I'll share with you guys the video that I watched so you can, I guess, understand what the vision I'm trying to get to is. But yeah, any last questions? Break. Thank you guys. Okay.
You can just sit here if you want. Do you want to talk about what happens after election?
Yes, because I feel like you guys might be thinking, so like the elections obviously is our big event. It like happens, it's happening week 4. So what the heck are we doing for the last like 6 weeks? It's really culminating all the stuff that like we've learned throughout the year, like, oh, what's some good outreach efforts that we've done, what's something we need to expand on, what's something that we didn't really get the time to do or couldn't really like start this year, but we want to see at least next year's EAC do. And so that's what's going to be in our final reports. That's kind of going to expand on the preliminary reports, which are mentioned at the bottom of the agenda. So those last 6 months are going to be about writing our final report, our student democracy report, our elections report, so we can really give next year's co-chairs a good like standing off point, because they'll be reading those over the summer because we finally give them hours to work over the summer, and then somewhere that they can continue the committee's work on for next year. And then hopefully if some of you also are part of the committee, you guys can like develop these ideas more. And yeah, that's where me and Ria will need your help on, because like we need to really like organize all these like thoughts and ideas and policies into like a finite way, so that again, like next year's committee can really start expanding on the efforts that we started this year. So yeah, any questions on that?
Do you want to talk about the fun stuff? The party?
You can do that. You're fun.
Okay, cool. So we're thinking of having a pizza party and Mario game night. We can play more games. Sure. So it's just going to be in the hub games, whichever day you guys decide works best for you. We're going to have Pagliacci pizza, because that's the only thing we don't require a food cart permit for, and Mario Kart game night. But if you guys have anything else you want to do at the end for the end of the year party, we can do something else as well. But that's kind of the plan. We'll just figure out like something around this time only, so that you guys won't have to take time out of your busy schedule for that. So it's going to be a fun end to the election season and fun end to this year, and that's kind of also. That just reminded me. Please send your images to Frisco for the website. He has been really working hard on that. So if you don't see yourself on that website, please send those pictures in.
I mentioned this in like
We all
the
look so
EAC
cute.
channel, but also if you don't want your photo online, which is
That's-
reasonable, just let us know. We get it. So like these are all the members of the committee now. So
A lot of you guys got on board.
yeah. So any last questions? Because okay, again, we're not meeting next week.
Yeah.
It's like dead week, so don't worry about that. Yeah. So if there are no questions, we're waiting for any motions.
It was a fun quarter. elections has officially started. It's gonna be more fun as spring gets in. We're gonna have fun programming. So just come to the meetings, respond to my emails, look at Teams, and I'm excited for the whole election season and civility. Like, let's be civil, guys. Let's not. Yep. Okay. Awesome. Any motions to adjourn? Anyone who has not done it before, let's do it.
I'll motion to adjourn.
So
We have a
Ethan,
motion to adjourn from Ethan. Are there any seconds? We have who said that?
Olivia.
I'm sorry, Olivia. A second from Olivia. Are there any objections? Hearing none, we shall take it to a vote. All those in favor say aye.
No.
Those opposed, nay. All those abstaining. With the voting concluded, how many people are here? 12, 13. It is 12 to 1 to 0, and we have adjourned at 5:48.
Anyone who wants to go to Loon Cafe with us can join in. We're going to the one that opened by the ad.
We are?
No, me and Auden.
Okay.
If you guys want to go.
Oh, see you guys. Thank you for joining. We and Jay.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, April.
No,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, never mind.
Are you coming to Are you coming to Loon Cafe?